London, 1666, a bustling metropolis, a city of contrasts. Narrow, winding streets teemed with life. Merchants hawked their wares, carriages clattered over cobblestones. The air, thick with the scent of wood smoke and spices, hung heavy over the city. But beneath the vibrancy, a hidden danger lurked. London was a city built of timber and thatch, a tinderbox waiting to ignite. The summer of 1666 had been unusually hot and dry. The River Thames, the lifeblood of the city, flowed sluggishly. Its waters, normally a source of life, now offered little respite from the oppressive heat. The wooden beams of houses, baked by the relentless sun, became as dry as kindling. Unbeknownst to the city's inhabitants, the stage was set for a catastrophe. A single spark would be enough to unleash an inferno. In the heart of the city on Pudding Lane lived Thomas Fariner, the king's baker. His bakery, nestled amongst a row of tightly packed houses, was a hive of activity. The aroma of freshly baked bread usually wafted from its windows, but on this night a different scent filled the air, the acrid smell of smoke. It began innocently enough, a forgotten ember perhaps, or a stray spark from the baker's oven. Whatever the cause, flames erupted in the bakery shortly after midnight. Fariner and his family awoke to the choking smoke and the heat of the fire licking at their heels. They scrambled onto the roof, desperate to escape the inferno. Their cries for help echoed in the night, a chilling prelude to the chaos that was to engulf the city. The fire spread with terrifying speed. Fanned by a strong easterly wind, it leaped from house to house, shop to shop. The flames devoured everything in their path, leaving behind a trail of smouldering ruins. The fire had become an unstoppable beast, its hunger insatiable. The city's firefighters, equipped with little more than leather buckets and primitive hand pumps, fought valiantly, but they were hopelessly outmatched. Their efforts proved futile against the sheer ferocity of the blaze. The inferno raged on, fueled by the dry timber and fanned by the relentless wind. The heart of London was being consumed, and there seemed no stopping the fiery beast. Panic gripped the city. Terrified residents fled their homes, carrying whatever meager possessions they could salvage. The streets became a swirling mass of humanity, choked with smoke and ash. Mothers clutched their children, their faces etched with fear. Men shouted, their voices hoarse with desperation. The air crackled with the roar of the flames and the terrified cries of the fleeing populace. The smell of burning wood and flesh filled the air, a grim testament to the inferno's growing toll. Amidst the chaos and despair, acts of both great courage and unspeakable cruelty unfolded. Neighbors helped neighbors escape the flames, while opportunists preyed on the vulnerable, their greed fueled by the chaos. Section 5, St. Paul's Cathedral, a giant engulfed. The fire raged on, its fiery tendrils reaching even the grandest structures in the city. St. Paul's Cathedral, a towering symbol of London's faith and resilience, stood in the path of the inferno. Its magnificent dome, a beacon of hope for generations, now seemed to mock the city's despair. The fire swept through the cathedral, consuming its ancient timbers and melting its lead roof. Molten lead poured from the gutters like fiery tears, a testament to the inferno's power. The cathedral's great bell, its tolls once a familiar sound in the city, crashed to the ground, its voice forever silenced. The heart of London, both literally and figuratively, was being reduced to ashes. Section 6, the smouldering ruins of a city. For 4 long days and nights, the fire raged. By the time it finally began to subside, London was a scene of utter devastation. Over 13,000 houses, 87 churches, and countless businesses lay in ruins. The fire had consumed an area of over a square mile, leaving behind a smouldering wasteland. The once bustling streets were now eerily silent, save for the crackling of embers and the mournful cries of those who had lost everything. The stench of smoke hung heavy in the air, a grim reminder of the inferno's passing. The Great Fire had left an indelible scar on the face of London, a testament to the destructive power of nature and the fragility of human civilization. Section 7, the unseen cost of the blaze. The official death toll from the Great Fire was surprisingly low, with records showing only a handful of confirmed fatalities. However, this figure likely masks the true extent of the tragedy. The fire's intense heat would have incinerated many victims, leaving no trace behind. The poor and marginalized, those least able to escape the inferno's wrath, were undoubtedly the hardest hit. Their stories, lost in the chaos and devastation, serve as a stark reminder of the human cost of such disasters. The Great Fire, while officially claiming only a few lives, likely extinguished countless others, their stories forever lost in the ashes of history. Section 8. Rising from the ashes, a new London. In the aftermath of the fire, Londoners faced the daunting task of rebuilding their lives and their city. The scale of the destruction was overwhelming, but amidst the ruins, a spirit of resilience and determination began to emerge. People from all walks of life came together, united by their shared loss and their determination to rebuild. The King, Charles II, promised aid and support. Architects and planners drew up ambitious plans for a new London, one that would be safer, healthier, and more magnificent than ever before. Section 9, Wren's Vision, A City Reborn. Among those tasked with rebuilding London was Sir Christopher Wren, a brilliant architect and visionary. Wren envisioned a modern city with wider streets, sturdier buildings, and a renewed emphasis on public spaces. His plans, though not fully realised, would shape the future of London for centuries to come. Wren's masterpiece, the new St Paul's Cathedral, would rise from the ashes of its predecessor, a testament to the city's indomitable spirit. The cathedral, with its iconic dome visible for miles around, would become a symbol of London's resilience, a beacon of hope rising from the ashes of tragedy. Section 10, A Legacy of Resilience and Transformation. The Great Fire of London was a tragedy of immense proportions. It left an indelible mark on the city and its people. But from the ashes of this disaster arose a new London, a city reborn. The fire in its wake brought about not only physical changes but also a renewed sense of purpose and unity. It forced Londoners to confront the challenges of urban living and to rethink the very fabric of their city. The Great Fire, though born of destruction, ultimately became a catalyst for innovation and progress. Section 11, Echoes of the Fire. Even today, over 3 centuries later, the legacy of the Great Fire of London continues to resonate. The city's layout, with its wider streets and fire breaks, reflects the lessons learned from that fateful September. The monument, a towering column erected near the site where the fire began, stands as a stark reminder of the disaster. The Great Fire, though a tragedy, serves as a powerful reminder of the human capacity for resilience, innovation, and transformation. It is a testament to the enduring spirit of London, a city that has repeatedly risen from the ashes, stronger and more vibrant than before.